Back to the charts with Big Boss Crypto, bringing on a day trading analysis on Bitcoin, and we're gonna take a close look at a crazy prediction by someone called Fritzz on TradingView, when we've been following this pattern, which he predicted in January to a T. So what happens next? Well, let's look at the charts. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with TradingView, but you can also upload your charts and predictions to the public. And basically you can search for usernames. And I found someone called Fritzz, double Z. Shout out to this guy. He's been predicting the Bitcoin 4-year cycle. And he predicted this chart in January, where we were at probably, I think we were around 22k after the big drop down to 16k approximately. He drew off these blue candles. We've been almost following them to a T, and we're currently right here. So the next thing that's probably gonna happen according to his prediction is that we will see green October, a red September of course, green October, going up to possibly 33k, and in December we'll see a drop down to 16k, and from there, well, he actually wrote some text here, as you can see. On January 20th this year, he wrote, since the 4-year cycle theory worked out so well to predict the bottom, I thought I'd make a chart showing what it would look like going forward if the price action of 2019 repeats in 2023. And basically what he says is BTC goes to 30 to 40k in the first half of 2023, which it did. We went all the way up to, I think it was 31k, if I remember correctly. Then he says, then drops back down to 17 to 20k in the second half of 2023, which is where we currently are at. Up until December, he predicts that we'll go to at least 20 to 17k. And currently we're at 25k as of right now in the beginning of September. So we could actually see that his prediction might come true. And he's been predicting this 4-year cycle. As you can see, there's a clear pattern. Approximately 1065 days from the bottom we will see a top, and it happened in the last 2 bull runs basically, and bear markets. So after 39 months we'll see a new all-time high, and that happens always after the halving. And then halving, the next one at least, is scheduled in or predicted to be in April next year. So we'll see what happens, and from there we might see a top at around fall of 2025. So let's see what he writes next. Going forward even further than that, I think we can see the beginning of a new and sustained bull market in the beginning of 2024. So before that, the bottom will be in, and we'll see weekly green candles sustaining. So we'll see the market make structure again basically. So we'll see a W bottom, which is what is shown right here, W bottom. Then we'll see first leg up, first retrace, and so on. That's what he's claiming basically. BTC reaches new highs above 69k in early 2025, which is the 39 to 37 months until we see a new high. So basically it gives us a target of January 2025, plus or minus a couple of months. So beginning of 2025 or end of 2024, we'll see when it happens. And then he goes on and says BTC tops out at around 130 to 150k in October, November 2025. And this is the chart he posted in January. Quite interesting. And he's been commenting a couple of times since, even though this year was not as volatile as 2019. It looks like we're completely on schedule. Totally agree. He said 30 to 40k. We hit 30k, right? And then he wrote a comment in August. Everyone pretends they're too smart for the basic Fourier cycle theory, but it's been dead on. Yeah, I would agree. We've been plus or minus a couple of $1,000 in his pattern right here. So we'll see possibly us going down to 22k or a bit higher, 23k this month, and then we'll see some green months going up to 33k, and then he predicts that in December we'll go down to 17 to 20k again, and then from there we'll see a bottom, and from next year, probably beginning of 2024, we'll see a sustained bull run. Prices going higher, no new lows, and going up until January 2025. We'll see a new all-time high, and then top will be around 130k, going with this parabolic curve, as you can see. So, to summarize my opinion on this, it is a possibility. We have the macro environment, which is quite different than the last two bull runs. We have to consider that as well. So we could see a drop lower if we see a huge economic crash than what he predicts at 17k. We could go down even down to 10k. Also a possibility, we could follow this to a T as well. We don't know. And the all-time high is quite reasonable. We need to see money printing again, which will come again. And when that happens, if that happens, according to his prediction or time frame, we could see 130k Bitcoin definitely. But none of this is financial advice. You do whatever you want to do. This is just a thought experiment, and we've been pretty accurate since he posted this prediction. With that being said, I hope you have a nice day. Big Boss out.